Hi guys, how are you? Today has been a day. I'm sorry this video is coming up late. David ended up having to go out of town again. He had to get up at 2 in the morning and my office, this is my office. Just, on the other side of this is where I do my nine to five, 9 to 5, my 1:30 to midnight. And when he has to get up really, really early, he sleeps in the guest room. The guest room is right on the other side of this. We share a hallway, but it's so close together that you can hear when I'm talking in here. So if I have to make a phone call while I'm in here, to get some work done or whatever, then he hears that. So I didn't want to. Usually I take my lunch and I use that lunch time to film my Friday videos. I didn't feel right keeping him awake when I knew he had to go to work. So here we are. But because of that, we now get to have lunch together. So this is a Chick-fil-A salad. So I ordered the market salad with grilled filet. Apparently they shred the filet. It was supposed to come with the zesty apple cider vinaigrette dressing, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not upset that they didn't give me the right one. But if I knew that they weren't going to give me the right one, I would have just ordered the 2 of the light Italian dressing because they have the least amount of calories at 25 calories. But I also really like Italian dressing. So anyways, it comes with harvest nut granola, roasted almonds, and then they gave me light balsamic vinegar, but I ordered a side of light Italian dressing. And this one is supposed to have 550 calories, but I removed the 550 calories, but the zesty apple cider vinaigrette is 230 calories, which I didn't get. Instead, I have the light balsamic vinaigrette, which is 80, the light Italian dressing, which is 25 calories. So I don't know how much this is in total, but also I have a guilty pleasure from Chick-fil-A. When I go to Chick-fil-A and I am able to, I get a large lemonade. I love their lemonade, but it gives me really bad heartburn when I drink it just by itself. So I always add it to water. So I always order it. This is my go-to order is I order the large, no ice. I don't care what the temperature outside is. And then I usually have my cup anyways. And this is almost always filled with ice and water. And you can see it's almost out of water right now. So I get 2 medium ice waters, extra ice, so that it can water down the lemonade and I won't get the bad heartburn. So this has a lot more ice in it than I thought it did. Okay, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'll get the one that's tipped over so it doesn't spill everywhere. And okay. So, okay then. It doesn't matter to me, because there's no ice in it anyways. It's already warm, so who cares? It doesn't matter to me how long it takes me. I'm not gonna finish that in one day. I'm just not. It's just too much. It'll give me the worst heartburn ever, and I will feel like I'm dying, and that's not cool. So we're not gonna do that today. But I did bring a plate from my kitchen so that I could, because I'm never going to eat that whole thing in one sitting. I don't eat a lot in one sitting. I never really have. Like, even before starting my weight loss journey, 2 years ago, this version of my weight loss journey, I have never really eaten a lot in one sitting. What I will do though is I will eat a lot, kind of like throughout the day. So I serve myself about, I don't know, a quarter of it. And I'll come back to it and I'll finish eating it later. And if I want more even later, then I'll get more because I can. Just because I'm not eating it all at once doesn't mean I'm not allowing myself to eat it. I just can't stomach it. Like, even before Mounjaro, where my appetite was even more suppressed than normal, I just never really eaten a lot in one sitting. Again, unless it is something like, I don't know, a cake, like I could eat a piece of cake like nothing. But then again, that's not, which one should I try? I'm going to try the light balsamic because that's what they gave me without me like ordering it. The only thing I didn't notice was that this salad actually has blue cheese crumble, blue cheese, God, I can't say that. Blue cheese crumble. And I am not a big blue cheese person. David likes it, but I am not a blue cheese fanatic. I much prefer like a feta cheese if they have an offer, but they don't normally have an offer. So I used, I don't know. It's sitting down now, so I don't know how much I used. I used that much. But it's hard to tell because this one still has all the air and this one doesn't. Or, I don't know. But that's how much I use or I'm using for this plate. So you can see. But, so today is November 1st. And guess what that means? It's book club time. We are going to read. I know I've talked about it in the community posts, but I don't think I've said the name. Let me get the book up. What I like to do is I like to listen to the audio and I like to read the book whenever I can. And so this book club, this month's book club is going to be, or is, A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I did start it yesterday and then I rewinded it because I wasn't paying attention. I didn't realize I wasn't paying attention until I was probably about 10 minutes in and I was like, I don't even know what's going on. I will come back. So we are going to give ourselves about 6 weeks. Well, we are going to give ourselves at least 6 weeks to read the book. And then we'll have a live book club meeting. My cousin gave me this book. It's the book club journal. It's a journal for book clubs. And it has, like, it talks about like what you can do to start a book club. Like, it has a list of like who came and their contact information. But what I like about this book is that it has prompts. Like, it says, meeting notes. It talks about the date, where we met, who attended, what we ate, who said what, other notes for the next meeting. The agreed upon book is, the meeting time and place is, and then the next page has the book selection, and you can write the title and your rating and who it was chosen by, the genre, the format. But this is what we're going to focus on. So the first question is going to be the most surprising moment. And don't worry, I will put all these questions in the community post so that you can have something to think about while you're reading the book. And if something strikes you from one of these questions, feel free to jot it down and then we could talk about it. So the most surprising moment is what? A quote to remember, my favorite character, my least favorite character, I like the ending, yes or no, because this read reminds me of whatever. I wish I could ask the author blank, and then questions for the group. And then it has like some personal reflection about the book. I really like the idea of having prompts so that we, we'll have more like opportunities to talk about specific things. And I think that'll be fun. And especially because you're prepared for what those questions are going to be, then we could talk about it like, better. And you'll already know what the more or less the topics are going to be. I just got a piece of blue cheese. Don't get me wrong, blue cheese isn't horrible, but it's not the best either. It's just very strong. And it's like, I will say that I really like the fresh fruit that it has, even though this blueberry is not fresh at all. It's all squished. But strawberries. Mm-hmm. Oh, and the granola had a gold raisin. It wasn't called a gold lemon. So I like that. See, this blueberry is way more fresher than that blueberry, but they're just not that fresh. And really, what do I expect in this time of year? But still, if you're going to use fresh ones and not frozen ones, either omit them or make sure that they're worthy of putting in your food. Or when you're selling it to people. Like, look how big these blue cheeses are. If you like blue cheese, you'll like that. If you don't like blue cheese, omit it from your order. I didn't notice, or I would have just asked them not to put any. But how are you doing this week? This week has been quite interesting for me. I don't remember if it was Monday or if it was Tuesday, but David left for a day. He left at 3 o'clock in the morning or 3:30 in the morning. That dude did not get home until like 9 p.m. I felt so bad for him. They sent him out of town for work. Originally they were going to have him stay in a hotel. After his job, he was going to stay in a hotel and then come back in the morning. I don't know what happened, but they ended up saying just come back. That poor guy. It was an incredibly long day for him. But at least he didn't have to spend the night somewhere. I mean, he got home and he just pretty much passed out. But still, like, in all the time that he's worked for this company, he's never been out of town like this. He's been out of town a handful of times, and it was mostly just for training before. But hey, this is supposed to have apples, isn't it? Maybe they're all in the other container. Oh, here's a piece of apple. I will say this salad's pretty good. It is like $10. A little pricey, but pretty good. My original idea today was that I was going to go to a coffee shop because duh, coffee. And I was going to film at the coffee shop. Basically this, but at a coffee shop outdoors. But it turns out it's 60 degrees and it's already raining. Like, it's not raining bad, but it's raining enough to where I can't have my camera out there. Because it will ruin my camera, my poor camera. So, between me, I'm sorry, I'm just picking out all of the blue cheese crumbles. Because I don't want them. They're way too pungent for me. But, oh, there's so many. And the little ones are okay, but the big giant ones kind of makes me feel like I'm eating in a sock store. I don't think that's because of the taste. I think it's because of the smell. The smell is just too strong for me. But so then I was looking at Wendy's, and Wendy's has an apple pecan salad, and it looked really good. And theirs is, I think, $9, and then there's a coupon in the app for $2 off. So I was gonna go get that, but I don't know. When I saw the Chick-fil-A app and I saw the strawberries, I thought, that looks really good. I didn't have a coupon, so I had to pay full price, which is fine. I'm not mad. It's good. I do wish I would have noticed that it had blue cheese. I could have omitted it, but whatever. It is what it is. But next week, I'm gonna do the full month Mounjaro update, which didn't even include 4 injections, but you guys wanted it, so you're gonna get it. And I hope you enjoy it. The bracelets. So for those of you who want a bracelet, there were a couple people in the comments who did say that they wanted one. I don't know if you've seen my response. Please send me an email. lifewithlalayt at the Gmails. I will put the link, or I'll put it in the description. I did send you guys responses to please send me an email and to let me know which size you wanted. And of course, I'll need an address to send it. And I would love to get those out too. I just thought they were so fun, so cute. And they glow in the dark. Those are so adorable. And I would love to share them with you. That's why I got them for. That's why I bought them. So that I can share them with you. In case you missed that video, I bought these adorable bracelets. Well, I think they're adorable. Bought them in 2 different sizes. They it has a cross on one side, and then it just has a little like circle that says R&R, which is the brand, which is Ryan and Rose. It is silicone, but this silicone seriously does not pull your arm hair. So if you're concerned about that, don't be, because it's not going to do it. I have tested it profusely just to ensure that it doesn't do that, and it doesn't. There are 2 sizes, a medium and a large. The medium is 7.5 and the large is 8.5. And I have bought each pack has 5, so I have 20. I have 20 that I have purchased just so that I can share with you, because you guys mean so much to me, and I really want to show you some appreciation by gifting you something that means a lot to me. So again, send me an email, let me know, and I will get those out to you right away. Also, it does not matter where you live. You could live on, I don't know, you could live in the middle of the Milky Way. If you currently have a way to get mail to you, I will get it to you. So hope you guys are having a great week, and I want to give you your digital hugs. Digital hugs. Somebody asked me, where did that start? It started when I was in my 20s, and I had a teacher. My teacher, I adored her, but she was very sick. She was dealing with a lot of illnesses due to cancer and a lot of repercussions from the medications of her stuff that she was dealing with because of the cancer. And one day we were talking in the class, and you could tell that she just wasn't feeling good. And I stood up and I looked at her. I said, "Hey, Mrs. Blank, you okay?" And she was like, "I will be." I said, "You look like you need a hug." She said, "I really wish I could have one right now." And because of what she was dealing with, we kept our distance. We didn't want to be any reason for her to become more sick, because when you're on chemo, um, you're far more susceptible, and you can become really ill from somebody who didn't even know. So I stood up. Well, I'm already standing, and I looked at her, and then I just said, "Air hugs." And I don't know, but doing that, it kind of caught on in the class, and then people would do that to her all the time. And I'm 43 now. She's now passed away. But before she passed away, we kept in touch, and she told me that that meant so much to her, because she knew that I really, really meant it, and that if I really could have, I physically would have hugged her, and I would have hugged her till she felt better, and she knows that. And it meant so much to her, and it's just something that stuck with me all of these years, and it's something that I do to this day. And in those days, there was internet, but it wasn't like prevalent like it is now. People had cell phones, but not like they do now. People didn't text and those kinds of things like they do now. So my air hug turned to a digital hug one day, and I don't know, but that's where that started. But I hope you guys are having a great week. It's almost over, I hope. Golly, it's already November 1st. I hope October was great to you. You already know, just I want to hear all about how it's been for you. Leave it in the comments down below, good, bad, ugly. I just want to be there to support you. Let's do the drink. Let's do the drink emoji. I have 3 drinks. I mean, now I have 2. Well, I still have 3, I guess, because here. But once it gets to about here with water, I'll put the rest of the lemonade. Oh, it's going to be so good. Oh, but thanks for having lunch with me. It really means a lot to me because I'm so lonely. I don't like it when he's gone. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.